First met this team, I knew that they meant business. Their background in computer science and engineering, combined with their experience winning hackathons, made them an incredible accelerator team to envision and execute innovations. This summer, the team of 3 innovated the money transfer experience and created Nova, an app-based blockchain software. Now here's Kenny to show you how they utilize their technical skills and strong team dynamic to navigate through the startup world. Let's hear from Nova.
My name is Kenny. I am the CEO of Nova, making international payments easy. Meet my co-founder, Eddie. He's an international student whose home is over 8,000 miles away in Myanmar. And he recalled the time he had to leave his home country and family to come study at the US at Cal Poly. It was an exciting but scary time. Exciting because it was his first time living in a foreign country alone, but scary because there were so many unknowns, like how is he going to receive financial support from his parents all the way back in Myanmar? It was only after he did some research, he found a solution that he could use. But it's old and frustrating. He uses Hawala, which doesn't rely on banks or any technology. Instead, it relies on people. Eddie's mom will give her money to Agent A, and her information will then be passed to Agent B, and she'll get a code in return, which she then can give to Eddie. Eddie then gives his code to Agent B, and after 2 weeks, he finally receives his money. Now, as you can imagine, this entire process made it super difficult for Eddie to keep track of who had his money and where it was going. Not to mention, it required him and his family to place their trust and money into the hands of agents who they have no connection with at all. What Eddie really needs is a secure way to send his money from Myanmar to Cal Poly. Fees that just make sense. Many of the solutions that Eddie has tried always have these random fees that add up, making the entire transaction cost way too high to actually use. And lastly, something that's fast and easy. Why does sending money internationally have to be so hard? Why can't it be as easy as ordering food online? This is where Nova comes in, enabling you to be your own bank. We connect you with friends and family from all around the world. Using blockchain technology, we provide a seamless and mobile international payment experience. Now with Nova, transferring money is easy. You can initiate a transaction by clicking Pay from the home screen. Enter the recipient's username, the exact amount you want to send. And before you click Pay, we'll show you the fees that we take, the currency exchange rate we're using, and the amount the recipient will receive in their country's currency. With the ability to be your own bank, we make your payments easy. No longer do you have to send your funds to the bank, which will take several more days and more fees. Instead, you can start spending right away with the Nova card on things that are important to you, like rent, tuition, and food. A remittance is defined as sending money to someone, usually in another country. With a definition so broad, you can imagine how massive this market is. And it's a $625 billion market to be exact. So we are starting strategically small with the US Myanmar college student market, which is 57 million. You might be wondering, why Myanmar? And it's simply because there is no viable solution within the country. From our own customer development, we've learned that people don't use the local solutions like Western Union or the bank because it's way too expensive with a ton of paperwork. It's so bad that people actually use Hawala, which is frowned upon by the government because it doesn't go through their banking system. Or they actually carry up to $10,000 worth of cash in their luggage when coming to the US. And you can imagine how scary that is for anyone. And we have Eddie, who was born and raised in Myanmar. So he has the connections and he understands the culture, which is extremely crucial when building an international platform. He has connected us with potential users, as well as a banker and a lawyer, so that we can understand the banking infrastructure and the regulations within the country. We want to keep our revenue stream as simple and transparent as possible. So we'll take a 2% fee for every transaction. Once we capture 3.5% of the market with our 2% fee, we can expect to make about $40,000 within the US Myanmar college student market. But we eventually want to target the entire Myanmar market, which is a $3 billion market. When we do so, our revenue will grow drastically. But even then, Myanmar is a small player compared to many other countries, which is why it's only a starting place for us. We eventually want to target much larger markets, like in 2022, India, and then Vietnam and the Philippines, and then in 2024, the 2 largest players, China and Mexico. Once we get up and running in Myanmar and India, we'll be working in a $14.6 billion market. Once we continue operating for a few months, we hope to capture 0.5% of the market and make $1.5 million. As we continue to scale and operate, we expect to make millions more. To get our initial users, we'll be collaborating with the US Myanmar Student Union. This will connect us with Myanmar students all across the US. We would be able to hold info sessions at various universities and get our initial users as well as beta testers so that we can develop and grow Nova. We'll also start with our local supporters here at Cal Poly through the Myanmar Student Association. Another key platform for us will be Facebook, which is by far the largest social media within Myanmar. We'll hold advertisement through Facebook and connect with our Myanmar users. And to keep our users, we have a reward point system. Every time our users use their Nova card, they'll earn points in return, which they then can spend on things they enjoy. And we have a 24/7 customer support line, because we know how important it is for our users to be able to voice their concerns and questions. And they can do so to our automated assistant or through our Nova email line. And to grow Nova, we have a referral process, because we know how powerful word of mouth is. Our Nova users can invite friends and family, and they both get a reward in return. The team at Nova has worked closely together, winning many events and hackathons in the past. And right now, we focus our efforts on understanding the market, doing customer development, and understanding the regulations so that we can truly understand what people need. We wouldn't have made it this far without the help of the accelerator and our advisors. With the help of Daryl, who has led numerous large tech companies, he has guided us step by step in how to operate as a business. And with the help of Parvinder, with 20 years of product development experience and who owns 2 blockchain patents, he'll be extremely crucial in turning our ideas into reality. Now, as we close out 2020, we'll finish up development, and then moving into 2021, we'll focus on testing and refining our product so that we can launch our beta program here at Cal Poly. From the feedback we get from the beta program, we'll apply it to we'll use the knowledge we learned from the beta program and hopefully launch later that year in Myanmar. And then in 2022, we'll launch in India. Moving forward, we're asking for $100,000. This will help us get up and running in Myanmar and help us understand the regulations we'll have to overcome and initiate a marketing campaign. Once again, this is Nova. You can join the waitlist now at novapay.app. Thank you all for your time.
Hello, my name is Kenny. I am the CEO of Nova, and I'm working alongside Dandy and Eddie. And we started off at a hackathon where we realized that it was extremely hard for my co-founder to pay for Cal Poly because he's an international student, and it was just not transparent and not streamlined and super expensive for him to send money from his home country, Myanmar, to Cal Poly. And originally, we wanted to build a platform through texting so that you can actually text money to anyone. But we realized that wasn't stable and it was not secure. So we eventually moved to a full-fledged app. And that's kind of what we're focusing in on right now. The way Eddie will send money is he uses Hawala, and it actually doesn't rely on any technology, but works through people. So if someone like Eddie were to use Nova, they would actually have a system and platform that's much more secure and much more streamlined. They can actually connect with their friends through our platform and make payments right away or request a payment instead of having to rely on people which they don't really have a connection with. If you guys have any questions or want to work with us, you can visit our website at novapay.app or email us at hello@novapay.app.
Fantastic work, Nova. It's so amazing to see technically minded innovators build their products and build their entrepreneurial mindsets through the accelerator. And you 3 did just that.